What's going on, everybody? Howard Bender here for RT Sports Value Picks. It's all anybody wants. They want DFS dart throws. They want under-the-radar stat lines for some pick'em contests. Maybe they even want a wide receiver 3 or a flex play for their NFL Week 10 season-long lineup. So I dug through it, looking through the news. Here are some value plays that you might work for you. We'll start at the running back position. Emari Demercado. He is finally out of Jonathan Gadden's doghouse for fumbling that touchdown right there at the goal line. And he's back in his role as the pass-catching running back and on the field for the 2-minute drill for Arizona. We saw a lot of checkdowns to him from Jacoby Brissett last week. He's going up against Seattle. They've got a really strong defense. They're great against the run. However, they do have an Achilles heel against running back pass plays, giving up an average of 6 catches for about 45 to 50 yards per game. So Demercado might get a little attention here. At wide receiver, how about Tez Johnson from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? We know Chris Godwin is out. Ibuka is going to probably be shadowed by Christian Gonzalez, which, might kind of free up Tez Johnson for a little bit of extra work. Some people might look at Sterling Shepard. Not for me. I think Tez Johnson is a little bit better of a play. You also want to maybe take a look at Adonai Mitchell, who's probably min price on any DFS site. Listen, he's going to be the number 2 wide receiver for Justin Fields. Not a great passer. All the attention is going to be on Garrett Wilson, but Adonai Mitchell, we've seen him stretch the field. Another guy who fumbles at the goal line. Hopefully is not a trend here, but Adonai Mitchell, somebody you probably want to pay attention to in this matchup against Cleveland. You can't run on Cleveland, but you sure can pass on them. I also want to bring up Isaac Tesla from the Detroit Lions. The only reason I'm bringing him up here, he's a definite deep dive dart throw. Maybe you want to, throw him into a pick'em contest for over 0.5 touchdowns, rushing or receiving touchdowns. John Morton, the offensive coordinator for Detroit, said last week that he needed to get Jameson Williams more involved in the offense, that he failed Jameson Williams. Well, Jameson Williams then that next game saw 6 targets, 4 catches, 66 yards, and he barreled his way into the end zone. Who did John Morton single out in press conferences this week? It was Isaac Tesla. Said we need to get him more involved in this offense. They're going up against Washington, who just lost Marshawn Lattimore. They haven't been a good secondary to begin with. So maybe Tesla comes through with that deep, long touchdown on a random pass. And then finally at the tight end position, give me Juwan Johnson from the New Orleans Saints. He's a hell of a pay down. Rashid Shaheed got traded away to Seattle. So that means that's about 7 targets per game that opens up. Maybe Sean Payton started talking about Devon Vele, but that really doesn't do it for me. Juwan Johnson, he's always playing a high snap share. He's going to get an increase in targets. He's a wide receiver converted to tight end. And let's face it, he's playing Carolina. They rank dead last in DVOA against the tight end position, and they give up about the 6th or 7th most fantasy points per game to the tight end. And then last but not least, we're going to talk Tez Johnson. We're going to talk Cade Otton. We know that Baker Mayfield likes to lean on Otton when he's down one of his top receivers. He's got Ibuka, but no Godwin, no Evans. And, while Tez Johnson is okay, Cade Otton becomes a very reliable asset. New England has been absolutely atrocious against the tight end. Then they traded Kyle Duggar away, and they still can't cover it. So there you have it, folks. A couple of value plays, deep dives. So maybe it helps you out here for NFL Week 10. I'm Howard Bender. Catch you next time.